boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and Coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Volunteers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Reed. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. He's got him wide open. Turning on the Jets. The 20. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players. We've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the run, it's Bishop. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Might have a chance. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left, and they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
So now it's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Reed to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, This guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Play fake, Reed. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Reed finds his target down the middle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Dropping back, it's Reed. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Just going to keep it after the snap. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Throwing Reed. Quarterback moving. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Throwing right. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Reed. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Now here's Reed. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking for space. It's Edwards.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Reed to throw. Steps away. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. All the way. Touchdown, Aggies. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right?
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out.
14.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense takes matters into its own hands. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Play action with Reed. Moves away as he feels pressure. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but...
Got a little grass. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Reed. Under fire. And they got it.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Swings it out to his running back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on third down, Reed. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois. taking on the number 18 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Huskies with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year.
They'll open the second half with a run.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes second and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got him. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
It's on target and complete. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Running inside, it's Bishop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense...
Oh, he's got some space. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Complete. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage?
Free up the gut. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Texas A&M 44, Tennessee 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Flag 14. Might be calling a hot route. Go. Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Here we go. Go. They want to run this quarterback. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed, interested.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Reed on the play action. Buying some time as he moves left. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So first down will open up the final period. On the ground, it's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
In saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, kind of take that, and a little rub their nose in it.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And that is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. So here is the Tennessee offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
To the ground with the back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll try it again. Makes a man miss. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Play fake, Reed. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Makes the catch. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, and get out of here with the dub.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to...
Here's a little room there. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the point after is good. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Texas A&M offense will take over. First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Motion from the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game, with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking for room, it's Edwards. Nice move to keep running. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Condors and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. It'll be the Condors ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And here's the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Seminoles offense will go on the attack first. And here's Quintravion Wisener, the former Texas Longhorn, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Rides to the back. Finding some room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It really is no mystery. And Reese, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making his presence felt. He just has such great vision and contact balance. And, David, they are going to continue to give him the football until you prove you can stop.
Yeah, and so the defense is going to have to do something about it. And I know it's early, and that's just one run, but how much are they going to have to commit more people to the box? And they're just going to have to play physical and realize everybody's got a game tackle. This guy is good, man, and so I look forward to this defense trying to find some answers to stop this great running back.
They'll try the run. Stumbled to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Daniels. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were in.
There's a crease. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. They strike first.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Condors offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. The option, the keeper, breaks into the open. It's a fumble. Defense grabs a football, and there he goes. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you've got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
To the air, it's Daniels. Quick completion on the out route. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Condors will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the try is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give on the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. On the run, it's Singleton. Oh, what a move.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He fires one deep over the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. First and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. Keeps it on first down. The ball is out behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense fails.
Motion from the wideout. Hand off from the shotgun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's right. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first and 10. Here comes the option. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Maybe a crease. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. And it'll be the Condors with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
You know, you're in the red hard zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Third down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they could outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they're able to come away with a massive negative play.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to...
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Cavaliers head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Cavaliers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So Florida State's offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Gets open down the middle and makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
There's some room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to run it. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Virginia's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack, coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on...
Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hatch to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.